Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ron. I know why you're here, so let's just jump right into this. I'm going to walk you through updating your DJI Mic 2 firmware for the release dated April 4th, 2024. And very quickly, the release notes support connecting your Sony cameras via the new DJI Mic 2 camera adapter, as well as a few other things. I'm going to put the full release notes up here. You can check that out. It's pretty short, but feel free to freeze the video here, read through it if you want. Okay, let's jump right into the firmware update. And this process will work for future firmware updates as well. So first thing we want to do is download the updated firmware from the DJI Downloads website. And I'm going to leave all the links down below, but we'll jump over to that page. Let's connect our receiver to our computer using the USB-C cable provided when you bought the DJI Mic 2. One key point, when connecting to your computer, the receiver needs to be off. Now this won't matter for the transmitters, but for the receiver it matters. So turn it off when you connect it to the computer. Now place the downloaded firmware update package, the .bin file, under the root directory of the receiver itself. Now, after disconnecting from the computer, the receiver will start updating automatically and the screen will display updating during the upgrade process. And just a quick note here, this step on the receiver takes about 4 to 5 minutes. So just be patient. It is updating in the background, but it just takes a little longer than expected. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the two transmitters. Connect one of the transmitters to your computer using the USB-C cable, same as we did before. The transmitters can be either on or off, it doesn't matter for these little guys. And place the downloaded firmware, the update again, the .bin file, under the root directory for your individual transmitter. Now you'll need to power on the transmitter to start the actual firmware update, just a heads up on that. The system LED will blink red and then green alternately during the upgrade process. You should see that on the LED. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other transmitter, exact same process. Now, once the upgrades are complete, the firmware versions for both the transmitters and the receiver can be viewed on the receiver itself. All you have to do is swipe down on the receiver, then scroll all the way to the far right, and you'll see the settings menu. Under the settings menu, scroll to the far right again, and you'll see the versions menu. Select that, and you should now see the new firmware version on the receiver itself. And if you remove the two transmitters from the case and they're linked, what you can do is swipe left one more time and you'll see the updated firmware versions on the two transmitters as well. So you'll see everything from the receiver. Now, I didn't have any problems updating the firmware on mine, but if you run into any issues at all, don't worry, just repeat everything we just did, and that should resolve any issues you may run into. It's a pretty straightforward process. Double check all your settings, make sure everything's still set up properly. Mine were all still there from the previous version, so I didn't have to mess or change with anything. It carried everything forward. That's it. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, leave a like, say hello, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.